This is Don from Business Law Southwest, and I'm going to talk to you today about business succession planning. Probably wondering what's one of the most suspenseful and stressful and difficult questions that you might have about your business, and I'm going to tell you what it is. It's going to be, how is this all going to end? And there's without a doubt two things that will likely happen. One of these two will happen to you. Either you'll decide that you've gone long enough in your business and it's time to retire, or unfortunately, you will die. And in either of those occurrences, as a business owner, you need to have some plans for how the business is going to either conclude or continue on in one of those two events happening. In retirement, the business succession plan is going to be used to determine how you're going to sell your business, to whom, and for how much, and what sort of a timeline is going to be involved. In the instance that you have an unplanned death, or you end up in a long-term disability or illness, the business succession plan can also help you in that situation, and it'll determine what's going to happen if something suddenly happens to you as the business owner. How's the business going to keep running? What's going to happen with your clients, customers, employees? Who's going to manage the day-to-day? A carefully planned and detailed business succession plan can put into place detailed instructions for how to move forward in the instance that you're going to retire in a more planned situation, or you die or become suddenly incapacitated or suffer a long-term illness. Your succession plan is generally going to be drafted by an attorney, and they're going to take into consideration the financial elements of your business, such as how much the business is worth, what method you would use to determine that value in the future. Certainly the value of your business might change. And identify who the key employees are, and who your clients are. And most importantly, a well-drafted plan is going to ensure that your financial interests in the company are paid out either to you if you're retired, or to your family should you become ill or die. Key elements to a well-developed business succession plan are going to be, one, you're going to determine the value of the business. Usually that's by indicating how that value will be determined, because the value of your business would change over time. You're going to need to list who would be acquiring the business, if you have a plan in place for somebody particularly to do that. You're going to determine how and when the business would be sold to that person or persons. In detail, what happens to the business, the client, the employees, if you become disabled or die prematurely and unexpectedly, of course. Lastly, you're going to want to indicate where the money's going to come from to fund this retirement, or to pay your family off for the value of the business when it gets transferred. And now simply jotting down some details on paper is really not going to cut it. The plan's going to have to be executable, and then that money's going to have to be funded in some way. And so funding your business succession plan is another key element. Essentially, it ensures that there's money available to make those payments that I just talked about with relation to your succession plan. So, ultimately, you need to put together a good business succession plan, and you got to figure out a way to fund it. So, please keep watching our business succession planning series. Our next video talks about what we just mentioned, funding your business succession plan. So until then, thanks for watching our videos, and don't forget to subscribe and like them. Thanks.